I go by online and on stage. I go by Mr. Unstable.
Okay. Tell me, obviously this was shot, what, last Thursday?
Thursday, yeah. August 7th is my birthday.
And kind of, did you expect this kind of aftermath?
Oh, no. No, this is made for, I mean, my videos get like 60 hits, and it was something I made for my fans to watch, you know. Definitely, no, I didn't expect any of this.
So kind of describe.
I kind of figured it would roll on by and it would just be another episode of my show. I didn't think nothing of it at all.
So what has happened in the days following? Kind of do a timeline of what's...
Well, that morning, the reason that all happened, it was my birthday. I was excited. I was playing a show with a national recording artist named Gonna Get Got. He drove all the way from Brooklyn to play in Xenia with me on my birthday. So I was excited about that, and that's how the whole thing really came about, was just me being excited and wanting to film an interesting edition of my show that I have. So from there, I went home and went to sleep, and got up and got all my show stuff ready and got made up like this, and went down and met them, Gonna Get Got, and we played a show with them, and then we went, partied with them. The next day, we drove to Kent, Ohio, and did our music thing again. Well, by the time I got back from playing these two shows, it was already a whirlwind. And like I said, I got the phone call Friday, you know, before we played the one show. They said I was suspended from work. Woke up Saturday morning, I'm fired from work. Then people start emailing me, hey, I seen your video here and here and here, not just on my webpage, but they're sending me to other links where it's spreading all around. And then the news people started calling, you know, family members that haven't talked to me in 10 years started calling, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been a whirlwind since then, of good and bad.
What are the bad repercussions that you're experiencing?
Like I said, it's the other people that have been affected by this. I made my own bed, so I'm going to have to lie in it. But it's anybody else's life that's personally affected. I really regret that. Like, that's not what was the intention. It was something that I set out lighthearted and funny, turned into bad, and you know, so that's.
There are a lot of people who are really disturbed by it. It's really gross, and you know, I ate there. And what do you say to those people?
I can imagine. Well. After we cleaned the sink for an hour and a half, I myself would eat there still. So, you know, I know what goes on there every day. You know, see how the food's made and stuff. And I would say it's even after that, it's totally a safe place to eat. I would eat there still, but I'm not allowed.
Do you regret it at all, or do you see this as a good thing? For you personally.
I regret the situation. I regret the bad end of everything, but I mean, come on. My music plays have got, you know, over, you know, 800 plays yesterday just on one of my songs, and I was getting 60 to 80 plays a day before this. So I mean, yeah, there's the good end of it. They're coming there to see the video. They're hearing the music. They're hearing it's not so bad, and so they're staying for that too. So, it's a good and bad. I mean, of course, yeah, they're paying attention to me, but it's for the wrong reason. Because I really do music, and like I said, the show thing was just for the fans I already had. You know, it wasn't something to try to do a publicity stunt, so to speak, but it's what it kind of turned out to be.
I guess the big question, and I know you've kind of answered this, but why? I mean, why the sink of bursting? Why the bath? Why? Just why?
There's no real reason. The last couple months at work, I joked that the sink was big enough to take a bath in. And it just happened to be, I'm a Leo, and it was my birthday, and I was playing with Gonna Get Got, who I've listened to for like 10 years, and he came all the way from Brooklyn to play a show with me on my birthday, and I was just so excited, and there's no real answer for that besides that I am unstable. It seemed at the time, it seemed like it was a good idea.
Looking back, was it?
No, totally not. No. But it's done. So
what do you say to other people maybe considering doing things like this?
There's a consequence for every action, and there's a camera around every corner. That's the biggest thing I can say is be careful what you film. Especially in post on the internet. It's going to get around. It may get around faster than you want it to, and you know, that video is reaching people that it was never meant for. Like I said, my show was meant for certain kind of people's eyes, and it's branched beyond my fan base. It's going all over the world right now, so Yeah, be careful what you film and be careful what you put out to the public. And think through before you act.
Apologies for anyone I heard you saying earlier.
Oh, yeah, the Burger King Burger King Corporation, definitely apology to them. The manager that was on shift, I apologize to her the most because she's worked for Burger King for like 20 years and she lost her job over me, and she had nothing to do with that. And at the point it was at, she couldn't have stopped it. Like, on the camera, on the footage, they go, tell her that I'm in the sink. But what can you do when your employee's in the sink already? Damage is done. And she had 3 cash registers out, and the safe was open. So she couldn't leave that either. And I knew that. I knew it was that time of the night when I did it. You can't get in trouble when your boss is busy with money. And they're not going to leave that unattended to with open windows, and because that Burger King's 24 hours. So.
I guess what time of night did this happen? Because I thought it was in the morning, but you're saying it happened at night?
No, this is about. I clocked out. I don't know exactly what time the video was filmed. I clocked out at 3 o'clock, and I did it after I clocked out.
3 o'clock in the morning on the 7th.
Right.
And how many people were working with you? How many people do you know have lost their jobs? Because Burger King wouldn't really confirm everybody involved.
I don't know. I don't know for sure if I'm allowed to even say. I know the girl that filmed the video and me and the manager on duty lost our jobs because she filmed it. I got in the bath and the manager didn't do anything, which I don't see what she could have done aside from she could have yelled at me, sent me home, called the police. I know she's been going through a lot of stuff in her life right now, and I think it was just the wrong, like, for her, she's had so much real big issues going on in her life right now. I think it was that she just didn't want no part of it, and she knows me. I've worked there for a year, and she knows I'm Mr. Unstable. I'm sure when she was told I was in the sink, she probably, 2 things, she probably thought they were kidding, or secondly, maybe he is, and what am I going to do? So, yeah, I definitely feel bad for her. And like anybody in the town that's just scared to eat at the restaurant, I'm sure it's fine. You know, I think it was fine by the time I left the building that day, but I know since then they've done major steps, so.
You were saying your line of work, you're being affected because you've always worked.
Definitely. I've always worked at restaurants since I was 16, whether it be cook jobs or fries and burgers, but that's always been my line of work, mainly because I do music and jobs like that. You can take days off. Like if I need a whole weekend to play shows, they'll give it to me as long as I work the next weekend. So, yeah, it definitely affects my job. I mean, right now, I'm strictly relying on CD sales. So.